Introduction to JavaScript. What is JavaScript? JavaScript is a high level interpreted programming language that is widely used for creating interactive and dynamic websites. It adds interactivity to web pages and enhances user experience. What is JavaScript? Significance in web development. JavaScript is essential for front end web development as it allows developers to create dynamic content, handle user interaction, and manipulate the DOM. It is also used for back end development with Node.js. Versatility and popularity. JavaScript is a versatile language that can be used across different platforms and frameworks. It is one of the most popular programming languages in the world. Basic syntax. Functions. Functions are reusable blocks of code that perform a specific task. They can take in parameters, execute a series of statements, and return a value. Variables. Variables are used to store data values in JavaScript. They must be declared before being used and can hold various types of data such as numbers, strings, or booleans. Operators. Operators are symbols used to perform operations on variables or values. Common operators in JavaScript include arithmetic, assignment, comparison, and logical operators. Variables and data types. Let's discuss about variable declaration. In JavaScript, variables are declared using the var, let, or const keywords. Var is function scoped, let is block scoped, and const is used for constants. Now let's discuss about data types. JavaScript has several data types including numbers, strings, booleans, arrays, objects, and more. Understanding data types is crucial for effective programming. Let's discuss about variable assignment. Values can be assigned to variables using the assignment operator is equals to. Variables can be reassigned and their values can be updated throughout the program. Conditional statements and loops. If statement. If statements are used to make decisions in a program based on a condition. They allow the program to execute different code blocks depending on the condition's evaluation. Switch cases. Switch cases provide an alternative way to handle multiple conditions in JavaScript. It can be a cleaner and more concise approach compared to nested if statements. Now, let's discuss about loops. Loops are used to iterate over a set of data or execute a block of code repeatedly. Common loop types in JavaScript include for loops, while loops, and do while loops. This is an example of switch cases. Functions and scope. Functions in JavaScript. Functions are the building blocks of JavaScript programs. They encapsulate logic, promote code reusability, and help in structuring code into smaller and manageable units. Parameters and arguments. Parameters are placeholders in a function definition, while arguments are the actual values passed to the function when it is called. Parameters define the function's behavior. Scope in JavaScript. Scope defines the accessibility of variables in different parts of the code. Understanding scope is crucial for avoiding conflicts, managing variable lifetimes, and building efficient programs. Working with arrays and objects. Here is a description of concept like arrays and objects. First, let's discuss about arrays. Description is ordered list of values that can be accessed by index, manipulate, iterate, and transform array elements using built-in methods like push, pop, map, filter, and etc. Objects. Key value pairs that represent complex data structures. Objects can hold various data types and have properties and methods for manipulation. Objects in JavaScript. Understanding object creation. Objects are fundamental in JavaScript, allowing for the creation of complex data structures. Objects can be created using object literals or constructors. Understanding the concept of key value pairs and methods in object is crucial for effective manipulation. Now, let's discuss about object manipulation. Manipulating objects involves accessing properties using dot notation or bracket notation. Objects in JavaScript are mutable, meaning their properties can be changed dynamically. Understanding how to add, modify, and delete object properties is essential for working with objects efficiently. Object keys and values. Object keys are unique identifiers for object properties, while values can be of any data type. Objects in JavaScript can hold functions as values, enabling the creation of methods. Knowing how to access and iterate over object keys and values is important for object manipulation. Arrays and array methods. Array iteration. Iterating over arrays using loops or array methods is a common task in JavaScript. Knowing how to loop through arrays, access individual elements, and perform actions on array items is crucial for working with array data in different scenarios. Exploring array functionalities. Arrays in JavaScript are versatile data structure used to store multiple elements. Understanding array indexing, length, and common array methods like push, pop, shift, and unshift is essential for manipulating array data effectively. Common array methods. JavaScript provides a variety of array methods such as map, filter, reduce, and for each for performing operations on arrays. Each method serves a specific purpose, enabling developers to work with array data efficiently and elegantly. Now let us create new array name student with the name and score details. After creating students array, we can see 4 records: Alice, Bob, Charlie and Dave. Now to add new record, we have to use push function. Here we want to add if details. For that we are using function as students.push. Similarly, to remove lowest score record from students array, we are using reduce. Similarly, we can splice data. We can calculate average score by calculating total share with the student length. Also, we can use filter to get the average score students. Using sort, we can sort the values. These are few operations where we can perform on students array. Event handling in JavaScript. Let's start with understanding event concepts. Events are actions or occurrences that happen in the system triggered by the user or the browser. Handling events in JavaScript involves listening for events, defining event handlers, and performing actions in response to user interactions. Now let's discuss about event delegation. Event delegation is a technique for managing events efficiently by assigning a single event listener to a parent element. Delegating events reduces memory usage and improves performance, especially when working with multiple dynamic elements. Event propagation. Event propagation in JavaScript follows the capturing and bubbling phases. Understanding how events propagate through the DOM tree is essential for controlling event flow and handling events effectively based on their propagation phase. DOM manipulation. Interacting with the DOM. DOM stands for Document Object Model. The document object model represents the structure of a web page as a tree of objects. Manipulating the DOM dynamically allows developers to update, create, or delete elements on the page in response to user actions or events. Modifying DOM elements. Changing element styles, content, attributes, and classes are common tasks in DOM manipulation. Understanding how to select elements, traverse the DOM tree, and update element properties dynamically is crucial for creating interactive web experiences. Event driven DOM updates. Updating the DOM in response to events or user interaction is a key aspect of front end development. By connecting event handlers to DOM elements, developers can create responsive and engaging web applications that react to user input effectively. Synchronous JavaScript. The promises. Understanding synchronous programming. Synchronous JavaScript allows non blocking operation to be executed, preventing the UI from freezing during long running tasks. Promises are a way to handle synchronous operations and their result, providing a cleaner alternative to nested callbacks. Promise chaining. Chaining promises enables sequential execution of synchronous tasks where the output of one operation feeds into the next. This approach simplifies synchronous code structure and error handling, making the code more readable and maintainable. Error handling with promises. Promises support error handling through the use of catch to capture and handle any rejected promises. Proper error handling with promises ensures graceful degradation and allows developers to manage exceptions in synchronous workflows effectively. This is an example of synchronous JavaScript promises. Synchronous JavaScript. Async, await. Let's now discuss about await keyword. The await keyword is used inside a sync function to wait for a promise to resolve before proceeding to the next line of code. This syntactic sugar makes synchronous code appear sequential, improving code clarity and reducing the complexity of handling promises. Introducing async/await. Async await is a modern syntax for handling synchronous operation in JavaScript built on top of promises. By using async functions with the await keyword, developers can write synchronous code that looks synchronous, making it easier to understand and maintain. Now, let's discuss about sync functions. Sync functions are a concise way to work with synchronous code, allowing developers to write sequential and non blocking operations effortlessly. The use of sync or await simplifies error handling and control flow in synchronous JavaScript, enhancing code readability and maintainability. Let and const declaration. Let's discuss about let declaration. The let keyword allows block scope variable declaration. Variables declared using let are only available within the block scope where they are defined. It helps avoid variable hosting issues and enables better code organization. Const declaration. The const keyword is used to declare constants that cannot be reassigned. It provides immutability and ensures that the variable value remains constant throughout its life cycle. Using const helps prevent accidental reassignments. Advantages over var. Both let and const offer advantages over var in terms of block scope and immutability, respectively. They promote cleaner code, reduce scope related bugs, and improve code predictability and maintainability. Arrow functions. Functional programming paradigms. Arrow functions align with the functional programming principles of immutability and pure functions. They support a more declarative coding style, enhancing code readability and maintainability. Syntax of arrow functions. Arrow functions provide a concise syntax for writing functions in JavaScript. They offer a more compact and readable way to define function, especially for simple one-line operations. Benefits of arrow functions. Arrow functions inherited this from enclosing lexical context, eliminating the need for bind or storing this in a variable. They are especially useful for callbacks, array methods, and functional programming paradigms. Let's now discuss about template literals. Usage of template literals. Template literals in JavaScript allow for easy string interpolation by embedding expressions inside backticks. This feature enables the concatenation of variables and expressions directly within a string. Advantages of template literals. Template literals improve code readability and maintainability by providing a more concise and readable syntax for string formatting. They offer a convenient way to create dynamic strings without complex concatenation. Multi-line strings. Template literals support multi-line strings, allowing developers to format text or HTML templates more efficiently. This feature simplifies string manipulation tasks and enhances code organization and presentation. Destructuring assignment. Array destructuring. It extracts values from arrays into distinct variables in a concise way. Object destructuring allows unpacking properties from objects into separate variables for easy access. Nested destructuring enables extracting deeply nested values from arrays and objects. Sprayed and rest operators. Sprayed operator. The sprayed operator sprays array elements or object properties, making it easier to clone arrays, merge objects, and pass multiple arguments to functions. Rest operator. The rest operator collects multiple elements into a single array or object. It simplifies function parameter handling by capturing an indefinite number of arguments as an array. Applications in practice. Using sprayed and rest operators enhances code conciseness and versatility. These operators streamline data manipulation tasks such as array operation, object manipulation, and function parameter handling.